Hey, how you doing? My name is Duran Peebles. This is Sales Bowl. This is where sellers become champions through kingdom mindset. Okay, we're gonna get straight into the video. I'm gonna give you some tips on how you become a better seller and to take your business to the next level. All right, let's get straight into the video. So, this is the thing right here now. A lot of people got problems in why they're not making sales in business. And I'm gonna help you solve this problem right now. There's three major problems that a lot of people is missing in making sales consistently, right? So problem number one, problem number two, problem number three. So before I finish, so this is for persuasive communication. This right here is for communication. And this right here is for demand. So persuasive communication, and demand. So you will be persuading the customer to buy what they already want, right? You don't convince them. People don't like to be convinced to buy nothing. They want to be walked into the sale, right? They want to be guided into buying what they need, right? So how we do that? Through communication. You will be communicating to them and you will be creating a demand. They will create the supply. Okay. What do I mean by this? When you create the demand, that means you get as many eyes as humanly possible on to your product or service. The ones that get the most eyes on their product and service is the ones that make the most sales. Okay. The ones that get the most eyes on their product or service will make the most sale. I don't care if your solution is the best. If somebody get more eyes on their product and service, they will outsell you because they're getting more eyes on it. Only thing you are missing is getting people to know that you're there and you have what they want. If somebody need a hairbrush, you sell hairbrushes, you done had the manufacturer to master the hairbrush to brush hair in a certain way other brushes don't, right? Let's say if you got a hair salon, you mastered doing hair. All your beauticians have mastered doing hair. But if you're not getting the reach that you need to master your profits because you're not getting enough eyes on it. So how can we get more eyes on it? Through marketing, through social media, through word of mouth, through ads, right? This is just a few, but what you want to do is have an omnipresent. That means you create so much buzz around what you're doing. People are going to start talking about it. People are going to start running to you. People are going to want to see, how can I buy what you already have? The trick is to make them want to buy what you've been having this whole time. But become the person that they want to buy from, even they don't even know what you have for sale. That means you done became so trustworthy, you done built up so much rapport that people want to run and throw you their money because you done thought about this problem longer than they done thought about the problem. So now you can be the one to have the solution for their problem. So solution, this is a big form of marketing. Always have the solution to their problem. Okay. So this right here is how you get eyes on your product or service. Okay. So persuasive communication, you will talk to them in a persuasive way. So read books on persuasive communication, read books on communication with customers. Look at podcasts of people talking about it. Take some courses, right? And the reason why I say this, because a lot of people, I'm gonna draw some bananas. Let's just say these are bananas, right? These are what we call low hanging fruit. Okay. This is a low hanging fruit, right? And then you have $1,000,000. Let's just say this is $1,000,000, right? Okay. Now, this right here is the problem. Everybody been watching everybody pull from the low hanging fruit. You don't watch mama do it, grandpa, uncle, nephew, cousins, great grandma, great grandpa, and this is symbolize a job. This one, the $1,000,000, symbolize business. Okay. This is business. This is business. This right here is just a living. That's all this is. This is what you use just to make a living, invest into your business, to get it off the ground. But so many people get caught up into pulling from the low hanging fruit. So there was a study that was done, right? And I'm gonna break it down for you. If you take a monkey and put $1,000,000 beside of them, you take a monkey, we're gonna draw a stick figure. Put a little hair on them, okay? So you got the bananas, right? And then you got $1,000,000. Which way do you think the monkey don't watch his uncles, his cousins, his mama, his daddy? He don't watch all his family members grab the bananas, not realizing all he had to do is go for the $1,000,000 and he can buy as many bananas as he want, right? This is what a lot of humans has been taught, to always grab from the bananas and not grab from the $1,000,000, because business is the unknown. The bananas is familiar. So this is unknown, this is familiar. This takes having faith, this takes having belief, this takes having self-confidence, this takes having charisma, this takes having being witty, this takes having, like we can go on and on for days. Perseverance, this is a big chunk of what people don't have. So this part is easy. The job is easy for people to grab from, because somebody said, I'm gonna pay you $50 an hour. You get benefits. Your family get the benefits. You get PTO time, recurring. After you use it, to recur again all year long. You get a raise of $1 every 3 years. Every 6 months, you get a raise for 3 years, right? So this part is easy. This part is hard. So we're gonna do extreme, and we're gonna do easy, right? So this is easy. This is extreme. A lot of people don't want to learn this part of business: persuasive communication, communication with people, demand and supply. Some people say the supply and demand, but you create the demand, customers will create the supply. What I mean by that, they will come to you constantly for you to keep on creating and creating and creating and creating and creating and creating, right? We are creators. God, we're made in the image of God. So that means we are automatically creators. Okay. So what we want to do is stop pulling from here in life and start pulling from here. The more faith we have in our Heavenly Father, the more abundance we have. Our Heavenly Father is the source. We are the resource. So since we are the resource, we create. Look at this. Look at this as you. Right? Let's say this is you. You got the ability to let so many people pull from what you have. Okay? That means so many people can take what they need for help from you. Just like an apple tree. Okay? Once that seed get exposed and put back down in the ground, more apple trees will grow to serve more people. We are servers. We serve others to please God, right? But how do we do this? We don't do this through a job. We don't do that through a job. We do it through business. The business is what's going to have us making generational wealth. But to operate the business, we got to understand what do we need to do to walk in the unknown, right? The unknown where we got to walk in. And that's where a lot of people is afraid to touch. They are super afraid to touch this part, to master this part. So they just stay here for decades and decades and decades until it's time to go back home to God. And God, like, what was you doing? So we got to reprogram ourselves, okay? The reprogramming has to be new programming to this. This is what we got to master. Okay? We got to reprogram ourselves. So that means we got to stop pulling from the low-hanging fruit. We got to stop letting them tell us that we are the consumers when we are the providers. We provide consumers. We are the sellers. We are the ones that supposed to give the market what they need. So we got to stop just pulling from the marketplace and start giving to the marketplace. Okay. And how we can do this is learning persuasive communication. Stop being pushy on sales. A lot of salesmen will teach you to be forceful, to be pushy, to close the deal with a whole bunch of cold calling time and time again. Even after the buyer done told you, I don't want no more phone calls. You're being pushy. They still train you to call and call and call and call, right? Until the buyer just breaks and just buy. And then a lot of people think people should buy their stuff because I got it for sale. No. People buy off emotions, and they buy because either they need a problem solved or they buy because they happy, to make them happy, right? So if we know this, then the more of giving to be of value to our buyers is where we got to be at, instead of looking at them as a ATM. So the more we can think of them as a customer that need our help, every time I create something, I'm thinking, how can I make somebody's life better? How can I make somebody's life different? How can I inspire somebody? How can I be the solution to someone's problem, right? Every time we create something, we want to serve the customer. That should be the mindset of serving, right? So I ain't gonna make this video too long. I just want you to know this right here is where you want to be, and stop going here. Okay, stop pulling from the low-hanging fruit. Start using business. If you got a product, if you got a service, master it. When I say master, I mean master it. Read about it, learn about it, be obsessed with it, become involved in your community. Let your community tell you what their problem is. Get community based. Get so deep in your community where they want to come to you and buy, because they know you got what they need. And you ain't gotta, this is gonna sound crazy, but you ain't even gotta try to make a sale. You can act like you don't even need them to buy. And it's what we call a pullback. So when we pull back, it makes them come to us, because they like, he ain't even pushing his sale on me. He literally is saying, hey, you can buy it or not, but I got it for you. It's to help you. And if you want to buy from somebody else, absolutely be my guest. But I'm here. I got solutions to your problems. And when you get this, I promise you, there will be a transformation. Point blank, period. But I'm not begging you to buy. I'm just letting you know I got the solution. Boom. People, it's weird, but they love it. They love that you're not being so pushy and trying to convince them to buy something. The more we try to convince somebody to buy something, the more they pull back. We can persuade them into what they already want to buy, what they already need. So if you already have something that somebody need, that's going to help them, that's going to solve their problem, all you got to do is get more eyes on it. Let more people know that you got what they need. The more people you get, the more people get eyes on your product or service, and they know you're there and you got what they need, they're going to run to you. Okay. My name is Duran Peoples. Thank you for tuning in to Sales Bowl. I'm going to catch you on the next one, and I'll see you later. All right. Peace.